Hi friends, welcome back to another video, or if you're new, I want to welcome you. Today I am doing a fun Valentine's DIY, and I don't typically do craft DIYs here on my channel, but I was inspired recently shopping Pottery Barn's website. They had these adorable heart-shaped pillows and they wanted $49 for them, and I thought to myself, there's no reason why I can't recreate that for a fraction of that cost. So I took a trip to Joann Fabrics, got some Sherpa fabric, and spent all of, I think, $10 for a yard. And I had all of the other materials I needed, so I recreated the heart-shaped pillow, and this is it right here. And I think it's just adorable. It's so soft and squishy, and this would be perfect to put on your couch, a side chair, on your bed, or you could even gift this for Valentine's Day. I think it's just adorable, and again, this was a fraction of the Pottery Barn cost. So this is going to be so easy to make. You don't even need a sewing machine. I'm gonna take you step by step on everything I did to recreate the Pottery Barn pillow. And I hope you guys enjoy this. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoy craft DIYs. And with that being said, let's get right into it. If you've ever been to Joann Fabrics, then you know that they have a huge selection of fabrics, but I was looking for a Sherpa in particular, and I found it in multiple colors. It was $12.99 regular price, but thankfully they had a sale and I got it for 30% off, which was a steal. First, you need a pattern, and there are a lot of free ones that you can download online. However, I decided to just create my own and do it by freehand, which I am not an artist by any means, so trust me, if I can do this, then you can too. So I decided to draw my pattern on some wax paper. You could also use wrapping paper, which would work perfectly for this. And I'm tracing my pattern on the non-wax side up of the tissue paper. Here I'm measuring out my pattern. I want my heart to be 15 wide by 16 long, and I'm adding an additional ½ inch for the seam. So I measured 15.5 by 16.5. I'm gonna cut that out, and then I will proceed with tracing my heart. Just a tip if you're creating your pattern freehand, be careful when you're making your arches not to make the V between the arches too deep, because I initially did that and my heart ended up looking like bunny ears. So just a little tip, learn from my mistake. Next, we're going to cut the fabric and we're going to create two identical hearts. So for the first heart, I'm going to fold it in half with the back side of the fabric facing up. This way it'll be a lot easier to cut. And I'm going to line up the fold of the pattern to the fold of the fabric and pin the pattern to the fabric. I will go ahead and cut out the heart, and I will duplicate the same process with the second heart. Now that I have my two hearts, I'm going to pin them together, and you want to have the unfinished side of the fabric facing up. So you want to have the finished side of both pieces facing one another, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and line them up, and then I'm going to first, before I pin them, I'm going to trace my stitching line. So I have I'm just creating this line about a ½ inch from the seam, and this is where I'm going to place my stitches. So I'm going to do that, and then I will go ahead and pin them together, and then on to sewing. To stitch the hearts together, you can use a sewing machine or you can do it by hand. I chose to do it by hand with needle and thread that I already had. Of course, you want to pick the thread color that matches the fabric. And if you are not good at sewing or you've never sewed before, don't worry. I am not a seamstress and I am not great at sewing by any means. So this Sherpa material is so forgiving. I promise you it will turn out just fine. You'll sew around the majority of the heart, leaving about a 4 to 5 inch opening wide enough that you can turn the heart right side out and then fill it with your stuffing. Now that the hearts are sewn together, I'm going to remove the pins and turn the heart right side out. Next, I'm going to fill the heart, and to fill the heart, I'm just using some polyfill that I already had on hand, and you can pick this up from pretty much any craft store. Finally, we're going to stitch the gap, and you want to fold the raw edges inside. You could pin them together, it makes it easier to sew. And don't worry about your stitches not being perfect. Again, this fabric is very forgiving. I love it. I think it turned out so cute, and I love that I can say I made it myself. It gives it more sentimental, just gives it more special meaning. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you decide to give this a go. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, but I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next one. Take care.